Since things aren't going well for her and she cheated on Papoose for months with one of his proteges, it appears that Remy Ma is finally beginning to realize how badly she messed up her relationship with him. Now that he's moved on with someone else, she seems desperate to win him back at any cost. But Clarissa Shields, Papoose's new love interest, isn't going to sit back and let Remy interfere in her relationship. Recently, Clarissa publicly exposed Remy for her sly attempts to seduce Papoose, sending explicit pictures, making secretive moves, and pulling every trick in the book. But the real question is, what is Remy's endgame here? Is she truly trying to get Papoose back, or is this just an ego-driven attempt to break up Clarissa and Papoose? Let's dig deeper. So if you're wondering why Remy Ma seems so obsessed with Clarissa and Papoose, it's because Clarissa isn't just some random Instagram model that rappers date after a breakup. Remy likely assumed that Papoose would come crawling back to her, so she never truly worried about losing him. At first, she was just concerned about the divorce, which makes sense considering that Papoose had been her rock for years. This man stood by her through thick and thin. When she was sent to prison, he risked everything for her, smuggled in a skeleton key, and even married her while she was still incarcerated. He never cheated, never wavered. If that's not ultimate devotion, I don't know what is. But Remy took it for granted. She thought she could do whatever she wanted and Papoose would always stay. However, her infidelity was the last straw. Instead of begging her to work things out, Papoose pulled the ultimate power move. He walked away, and to everyone's shock, he moved on with Clarissa. Given how much Papoose and Remy were once considered the epitome of black love in Hollywood, no one expected him to jump into a high-profile relationship so soon. But he did, and not just with anyone, he chose Clarissa Shields. For those who don't know, Clarissa is no ordinary woman. She is one of the greatest female boxers and mixed martial artists of all time. She holds all 4 major world boxing titles in 3 different weight classes, an achievement no other male or female boxer in history has accomplished. She is also the 3rd female boxer ever to win a title in 5 different divisions. Her success is unprecedented, and her dominance in combat sports is undeniable. She's not just an Instagram baddie or a pretty face. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's younger than Remy, extremely accomplished, highly successful, and yes, wealthy. And according to sources, that absolutely infuriates Remy. As the reigning world champion with the fewest professional fights, Clarissa has shattered records left and right. As of October 2022, she was ranked the world's best active female middleweight and the best active female boxer pound for pound by ESPN and The Ring. And let's be real, compared to her, Remy Ma has no ground to stand on when trying to belittle Clarissa. Sure, Remy has had success in her own right, but she can't argue that Clarissa is a downgrade. Let's not forget, Remy and Papoose broke up because she cheated, and not just with anyone, but with Easy the Block Captain. So, what do you think? Is Remy Ma truly remorseful, or is this just another power play to stir up drama? Let me know your thoughts.
Just stop doing the business. If thought you was help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, having real. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. We think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he shows admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
Now, things took a dramatic turn when Papoose allegedly got into a physical altercation with Easy, knocking him out. Despite this, Remy continued to deny the affair for months, insisting that her marriage to Papoose was fine and dismissing the rumors. But when Papoose finally went public with Clarissa, he made it clear that he had moved on. Despite this, he tried to be Remy mocked Clarissa, claiming that Papoose was lying in her house while pretending to be committed to Clarissa. She then accused Clarissa's publicity team of spinning a false narrative, stating that she begged Papoose to set the record straight respectful, and never publicly accused Remy of cheating or attempted to humiliate her. Publicly accused Remy of cheating or attempted to humiliate her. However, Remy couldn't handle seeing Claressa and Papoose together and chose to lash out on social media at the most critical moment. Just as a movie about Claressa's life was about to be released, starring Ryan Destiny and several other artists, Remy attempted to sabotage the positive media attention by exposing private messages between Claressa and Papoose on Instagram. One of the leaked messages showed Claressa urging Papoose to be upfront with her, saying, "You take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safely or to communicate if you fell asleep in the Sprinter." But he refused to engage. Claressa, furious over the public attack, bombarded Papoose with messages demanding that he take action. She feared that the scandal could jeopardize her movie release and reputation, but Papoose chose to remain silent. Meanwhile, Remy continued escalating the drama, releasing more texts implying that Claressa was pleading for attention and validation. Eventually, Papoose broke his silence. He called Remy out for being bitter and accused her of repeatedly cheating on him. He refuted her claims, stating that while she tried to paint herself as a victim, she was the one who had been unfaithful multiple times. This messy situation exposed Remy Ma's alleged narcissistic tendencies, with Papoose ultimately stating, "It's sad to say, but she chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've moved on, she's bitter and making up lies. We could get a divorce like grown-ups. She won't do that because I wouldn't lie and say that I didn't knock this chump out. I still receive messages from her pleading with me to lie about the knockout, but it doesn't matter because he didn't throw a single punch back. The last time I saw him, he was in the fetal position and everyone saw it. I knocked him out, and Remy woke him up and took him home with her for 4 days. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. Narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand before sleeping with my wife." Remy Ma denied the accusations of leaving their daughter on Christmas, saying that all Papoose does is lie about how she looks in the background. No matter what she does with her baby on any significant day, he has a gambling problem and tries to pressure her for money to have a smooth divorce. She went on to say that she's been pleading with him to leave and get a private divorce for years, but he insisted that the only way to do so was through a public outcry. He knows she's not the social media type, and he uses her morals from her upbringing and so-called gangster girl image against her, filming her saying things like, "Oh, not Remy Ma going to call the police for help. You a snitch, you a rat. Call your brother? It's called Joe." He tried to isolate her from everything and everyone. "You truly go to great lengths to maintain the perception of black love," she added. She also claimed that he was jealous because she started her rap battle league and was helping other rappers over him. "You literally said you were going to try to destroy it," she continued. "I'm so tired of the fake knockout story where everyone knew what they heard happened instead of what they actually saw. You kept saying, 'See, it'll go away,' when in reality, you snuck in and out like a thief in the night with a mask on. I helped build for you, and you were okay with the lies being told about me." She'd accused Papoose of feeding battle rappers and her company false stories and paying for information, influencing the public to believe a false narrative. Then he allegedly forced her to attend awards with him and pretend everything was fine because he was jealous of the attention she was getting. She then made serious claims that she was a victim of domestic violence, alleging that Papoose had physically assaulted her multiple times and that she even wrote a play with the police. "You forget, Pap, that the pool was never built because you were attacking me in the garage and the workmen called the police to get you to stop. I haven't edited it yet, and the audio and video kept lying, but you guys didn't believe her." Remy further claimed that she and Claressa Shields had a long history together and had been friendly before Claressa betrayed her and took her husband right from under her nose. She shared screenshots of Claressa in her DMs and wrote, "He is Papoose's weirdo girlfriend." She even wished Remy a happy new year And just a few days later, this woman was actually asking for advice on how to flaunt her body. This is crazy. I made this monster by praising you while knowing that something wasn't right and remaining silent despite the truth. You feel comfortable lying to these people because you know what I got, and I assure you that you will regret it. Clarissa finally responded, saying, I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this clown. Growing tired of Remy's behavior, she continued, I'm not 45 yet, but you're 29, and I'll just say this, you're not aging like one again. I'm not your enemy. Tell your boyfriend to buy you flowers and gifts, and don't answer any of his phones because he was with this Cali girl this week. She didn't expose Papoose for cheating on Clarissa or attempting to do so, but Clarissa exposed Remy for fabricating text messages to stir up trouble. You're bitter and mad, and you're making yourself look stupid. Just stop it. The drama escalated further when rumors swirled about an upcoming fight between Clarissa and Remy. Come get your behind __ for Shields versus Remy Ma on February 2nd. Crash out. Fans speculated whether Remy would actually fight Clarissa, given that Clarissa is one of the best female boxers in the world. However, Remy didn't respond to the fight challenge, and the drama seemed to die down. At least, that's what people thought. But then, Clarissa recently revealed something shocking. Remy has allegedly been sending provocative pictures to Papoose in an attempt to win him back. If you're wondering why, it's probably because Papoose and Clarissa have been having a great time, and he's been proudly showing her off at events and games. But Clarissa even came forward to admit that she was deeply in love with him. Yeah, that's why I said I love him.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
However, that's not all, because there are rumors that Papoose is going to pop the question and ask Clarissa to marry him. It appears that his unhappy relationship with Remy hasn't damaged his view of love, and he's prepared to move forward with Clarissa. Despite this, it doesn't appear that Remy is going to give up so easily, because she is allegedly attempting to seduce him and still get him back from Clarissa. But Clarissa isn't the right person to play with because, based on insiders, she is prepared for things to get messy and fight for her man. This situation is spiraling into chaos, and the drama is far from over. What do you guys think about Remy allegedly sending those pictures? Do you believe she still has a chance, or is this a desperate move? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to watch this next video.